Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Spirit of Justice, where we are on the run. And do you have any ideas, Athena? Apollo, we shouldn't be standing around like this. Who knows what they'll do to us if they catch us? Alright, let's find somewhere safe to hide. Hide. Wait. Before I do something dumb. Oh, I can move around. Okay. Where would I go to hide? Not the detention center. Oh. Alright, I guess back to the detention center. Was I right the first time? That's weird that it would even let you move. And I bet this is what I need to do. I was about to do that too, but I was like, wait, but I bet I could go somewhere. Maybe we could hide here. No way, they'd find us in no time. Nope. Just stay where you are! They're closing in on us. Gotta find a place to hide. Oh, alright, never mind. Alright, thought I had this figured out. Now what? Now do I move somewhere else? No. Thought for sure we were gonna be going through, because wasn't there hideout in the basement, in the sewer? Maybe we could hide here. No, they find us in no time. No. So this is it. Can I get that? Oh, do I need to like? Wait. Oh my! Oh, I was trying to hide behind the carrots. That's why. Look, a manhole. Ah, that's right. You remember my office? Sure. Yeah, there we go. I knew that's where this is going. Instead of Mars assassination is kept there. I think it might help you on this case. Let's go get it. Yes. Let's go. Athena, I know where we can hide. Follow me. Oh, where are we going? Ugh. But wait, you're not seriously thinking about going down there. It smells like rotten eggs. And are those rats I hear? We've got no choice. I can get us somewhere safe, but this is the only way in. Quick, before it's too late. Yeah, it's gonna take forever to get the stench out of my hair. Yep. Former Sadmati Law Office. Looks like we lost them. That was close. Dirk's office. How long has it been since I last set foot in here? At least we're safe now, but... why is Athena all huddled in the corner like that? Ah! Dats? AJ, what the heck are you doing here? Ron's Royal Guards are after us. Once a rebel, always a rebel. Don't worry, the regime doesn't know about this place. You can relax now. Good, but since when am I part of the rebellion? I don't recall signing up. Apollo! Oh. Mr. Wright, you're sounding a bit like Athena there. What are you doing here? We saw you two go into that manhole. You narrowly escaped the guards' notice. It's like watching a pair of ostriches burying their heads in the sand. I guess that was a closer shave than I had thought. Anyway, you're safe from this and sound now, and that's what really counts. Oh, I also have some evidence for you. Thanks, Mr. Wright. Okay, case evidence received from the boss.
So, what is this dubious hovel we found ourselves in anyway?
It's the Defiant Dragon Safe House, also known as the former Sadmati Law Offices.
I see.
That spider in the corner keeps grabbing my attention.
Well, though it might just be happenstance. Here I am, a chief prosecutor hiding out in a rebel base.
Please don't report this place to the local police, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Might as well take a look around while we're waiting for the heat to die down out there. Yes! Come on, Athena, stop moping over there and help me check this place out. Please tell me there's a shower here. There's a sink in the kitchen. And if you're lucky, maybe even some soap. I'm sorry I even asked. I guess we'll talk first. So, Dats, you guys are still using this office, I see. Yep, except now it's the official HQ of the Defiant Dragons. But as Dirk said, and I quote, we must keep it for the day when Karain needs lawyers once more. Restoring the legal system to its rightful form through popular uprising. You can tell how much Dirk believes in his cause. Oh, and AJ, Dirk said something else that might interest ya. He said he hopes you'll come back and take over this office someday. Take over? Me? Those are his words. He may have been half joking, though. Dirk, guess what I heard from PW? AJ's become a lawyer. I've been meaning to tell you. Must have been because of you, Dirk. I'm not so sure about that. I imagine he's already forgotten about me. What are you talking about? I bet he can't wait to follow in your footsteps. Nothing would make me happier. Maybe one day he'll return to Karain and take over this office. It's just a pipe dream, though. No, he seems pretty serious. Dirk really said that. Yeah, Dirk was never a hands-on kind of dad. Not a day went by that he wasn't thinking of ya. That much I'm sure of. Doesn't get more paternal than that. Dirk, and to think I really did spend my days trying to forget you. Looking forward to a nice long talk once you're free. Let's look around. Alright, clearly this is the thing This is Dirk's old law book. Look, there's a mark on the cover. It looks like it was branded on with a hot iron. Yeah, I think it was done in protest against the Defense Culpability Act. There's an entry in the DC Act right here, see? In the name of Her Eminence, those who would support criminals will be deemed just as guilty. Ah, so this is the infamous anti-lawyer law you guys are always talking about. Oh, okay. Added the court record, cool. Establishing the Defense Culpability Act in the name of the Queen. Hold on. Is that dated? No. In the name of Her Eminence. How about this book? I wonder what's in this file. Oh, it's full of newspaper clippings. Oh, it seems to be a collection of documents and information on Amara's assassination. Okay. The arson incident involving Amara's private residence. Amara was slipped a sleeping pill and perished in the fire. The lighter found at the scene had Dirk's fingerprints on. All right. So this is what Dirk was talking about. Slipped a sleeping pill and perished in the fire. We already know most of the stuff here on top. Let's see what else there is. Wow, where did he get all this? Anything important here? Whoa! What about this? Apollo's roving musician father got caught up in this incident and lost his life? He was struck in the head by the culprit. The victim's passport and any pictures of him were burned up in the fire. Without knowing his real name, no divination seance could be performed. Oh. Lost his life. He was struck in the head by the culprit, who they believe is Dirk. Apollo's roving musician father got caught up in this incident and lost his life. What? This is about your father, Apollo? No, that had to have been his own notes. Looks like it. But I was never told much more than what's written here. Really? How come? Dirk always skated around the subject. Maybe he thought I was still too young. Plus, I always thought of Dirk as my dad, so I never really brought it up. Oh, I see. Still, I feel kind of sorry for your real dad. Real dad? I was never really interested in learning about him. But after seeing his picture, I can't help but feel a little curious. Okay. So he was a roaming musician. Somehow got caught up in this. And then was killed by the culprit. It seems then Dirk knows who the culprit is or has an idea. I thought for sure it was going to be Inga. That seems to have gone out the window. I'm looking at this like, is there any information I can glean from this? I wonder if Das could tell me anything about him. Oh, let's ask! A file containing a ton of info on the assassination of Amara Sigitar Crane. Apollo, this file looks like it might be useful, but there are so many pages I can't tell what's important. I need someone to help organize all this. I think I know just the person to ask. Surprised to see so many appliances here. There's even a TV. Yeah, speaking of which, we gave the people of Quran quite the shock when the Plume Punisher warrior of Neo Twilight Realm was last on TV. You mean the show where actors play the parts of Dirk and Raifa? You hijacked that in the middle of its broadcast, right? Yep. All the writers do each week is try to ruin the Defiant Dragon's good name. So we decided to hit him where it hurts. That must have been real shocking, especially for the kids who'd waited all week to see it. I mean, the show's main villain was actually hijacking the very show he's in. Oh, what are you? Who's the kid? Wait a second, that's you, Apollo. I'd recognize those horns anywhere. Is that really the only way anybody recognizes me? You're so cute. And who's that fine-looking young man? That's Naita, back when he used to smile. Wow, his smile is absolutely angelic. Yeah, sure brings back memories. That was taking the day we all went out fishing. What was Prosecutor Samadhi like when he was younger? Yeah, he was kind of quiet but passionate when it came to his convictions. When he finally made prosecutor, he was all fired up to change Karain for the better. And now he's nothing more than Garan's lackey. Seems like that has a lot to say about Naita. I'll ask him about his thoughts later. Can I ask now? What's with the altar? It's where we pay our respects to the victims of the Defense Culpability Act. The DC Act is a heinous law that puts innocent people to death. Well, it's supposed to protect the people, sends them to their graves instead. Talk about insane. Oop, I guess I pressed a button. Oh, what's this? There's a scary looking knife sticking out of the Queen's picture. If anyone saw this, they'd think the Defiant Dragons were a violent group. No, that was actually me trying to kill a fly. I whiffed, and the thing ended up stuck right between her eyes. You mean this wasn't on purpose? Oh. There. Sadmati Law Offices. That's the sign Dirk used to display out front. Hey, Dats. I heard the office used to do quite a bit of business. That it did. Dirk was a famous lawyer with countless courtroom victories after all. He was a dauntless dragon who turned trials upside down, snatching victory from the jaws of defeat. His fame as a lawyer spread far and wide across Karain back in the day. If the day comes when he can proudly display this sign again. What about this coat? Dirk's jacket. You should try it on, Apollo. It might actually suit you. Really? Do it. There's also a spare eye patch in there. Why not try that on, too? Sorry. Just picturing you and all that. It's just too funny. Ow, my pride. Oh. What's with all the spider webs, Stats? Don't you ever clean the place? Not the webs. We have what you call a symbiotic relationship. They catch the bugs that get in here and I don't clean them up. You know, that actually makes a lot of sense. What's up there? Ew, is that a newt? Come on, Athena, can't you tell a gecko when you see one? What's the difference? Geckos like to live in houses while newts prefer to be outside near water. They're totally different creatures. Well, how do you know one wasn't caught outside near some water? It could very well be a gecko. No, I'm pretty sure it's a newt. Oh, so then you'd agree it's a newt, Apollo. I fell right into a trap. Yeah, you're both wrong. It's just a plain old lizard. Alright. Wait! Don't tell me we have to go back through the manhole to get out of here. The reason the safe house is still safe is because the front door's been boarded up. Fine, then I'll just have to live here till the revolution begins. What if I told you rats come in and out at night? Then we'll just to start the revolution before sundown. Bet the revolution never thought it'd get a new ally this way. Oh, that's right, you. Yeah, tell me about Nayuta. Yes, wasn't Nayuta once part of the Defiant Dragons? Yep, Yudi was a rising star in the Resistance. He vowed to fight for the cause through the legal system. Said he'd become a prosecutor and give Inga and Garan the smackdown they deserve. But now he's... yeah, a puppet of the Garan regime. Not only that, but now he's gonna prosecute his own dad. It doesn't add up. I wonder what happened to him. Me too, but if I had to guess, I'd say Garan has some serious leverage over him. Leverage? Like what? Wish I knew. It seems like Dirk knows. I tried to press him about it, but he wouldn't say. Come to think of it, Dirk did say... Nayuta is suffering? Yes, he knows the rightful state of Karain's legal system, but something forces him to bend to Garan's will and is tearing him apart. Okay, so he does know. If that's the case, I bet Nayuta doesn't really want to go through with Dirk's prosecution. Oh, well, there is that. Weren't we going to ask him about the... book? The Mark of the Dragon. That's the symbol of our group, the Defiant Dragons. Dirk has the same mark tattooed on the palm of his hand, right? Yep, and I've got one too. Really? Where? On my heart. Oh, you mean metaphorically? Like you're ready to die at any time for the cause or something like that. You got that right. Dead or alive, I'll always be a Defiant Dragon. Dats, about this file, can you help me figure out which pages are the most relevant? Yep, sure can. Got the whole thing memorized. What? See this page? It's definitely worth a look. Ooh. Oh, that's right. Prosecutor Samadi was part of the royal family, wasn't he? As the son of the terrorist Dirk, Nayuta was expelled from the royal family. The idea that the sins of the father are visited upon his children is deeply rooted in the minds of the Kuranese people. Okay. Yeah, but he was expelled after that whole thing with Dirk happened. He must have gone through hell once he entered the legal world, though. Because the sins of the father are visited upon his children thing. Yep, in the eyes of people, Dirk is not only a traitor to his kingdom, he's also the terrorist who assassinated the previous queen. So as a son, Yudi no doubt got the cold shoulder at every turn. It must have been really hard on him. Yeah, the ties between father and son aren't something you can break even if you tried. No matter where he went, he was probably labeled the son of a criminal. But despite it all, he made a name for himself through blood, sweat, and tears.
I mean, just look at him now. He's a star prosecutor working cases around the globe. He's become a hero, the pride and joy of Khura'in.
Now that's the Naita I know. Super smart and never willing to give in. He must have studied and fought like his life depended on it to get where he is today. Oh, okay. Cool. I think that's it. What? Did we say something about asking? Yeah, there we go. Dats, I wanted to ask you about this picture.
That's the picture of your pops that Dirk found. He had a heck of a time tracking it down. He said he searched all over for it.
Why? Why would he go through all that trouble? Dats, please tell us everything you know about Apollo's dad. There we go. Do you know what my biological father was like?
Dirk once told me about him. He was a modern minstrel, walking the world and making music in his travels.
This file also has some information on your real dad. It says he died in the blaze at Queen Amara's residence 23 years ago.
That's right, Dirk had invited him over. Dirk's the kind of guy who can become fast friends with just about anyone. It seems your pops was like that too, AJ. They hit it off at a bar. Next thing you know, Dirk's asked him over to play some tunes.
And then the place went up in flames.
Yeah, Dirk had just stepped out for a sec when the fire broke out. Apollo, you were there too, but you were still just a baby.
I remember hearing about that when I was little.
Yeah, it was a crying shame. Your pops just happened to take you along that day. So you were there with him when the fire broke out. But Dirk risked his life to save you.
It's like Dirk's done nothing but save me all my life.
Yeah, your pop's stuff got burned up, including anything that could have helped us identify him. All we knew about him at first was his stage name, Jangly Justice, or something like that. Dirk did everything he could to just dig up what little we know now.
What about my mother? Do you know anything about her?
All we know is she was traveling with your pops, but that day she was off doing something on her own.
So then she probably didn't even know my father had been with Dirk, huh? But she must have been desperate to find you and your father once you'd gone missing.
No doubt, but the Queen's assassination threw the kingdom into chaos. The police were so overwhelmed they were probably hardly of any help to her. We searched and searched till our legs gave out too, but we never found her. With your father's stuff all burned up, we had zero leads, not even a photo.
So that's how I became an orphan.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe your mom read about the details of the fire in the newspaper. Maybe she figured you died along with your pops.
Wow, I had no idea you'd been through all that, Apollo. Wait.
So then you believe me? You believe in my son's innocence?
Wait. Your poor son, imprisoned for a crime he didn't commit. Let's petition the government for his release and declaration of innocence.
Thank you. I'm forever in your debt.
Who's that?
Hey there, Mrs. Inme. Hard at work, I see.
Yes, my own battle that I must wage. After all, there are many who suffer under the Defense Culpability Act.
Mrs. Inme, don't forget about our case, too.
I won't. I will look into it as soon as I am able. What just happened? What's Mrs. Inme doing here?
Yeah, she's lending an ear to all those suffering under the regime's wrongful accusations. The lady whose husband's been imprisoned, parents whose son's been falsely charged. She's helping all those types of people.
This place isn't going to remain a secret very long like this. So she's trying to help the revolution along in her own special way.
Yep, and thanks to her, more and more folks are coming over to our side. All the people who've been unhappy with the regime have been waiting for this chance. And they're starting to speak out in support of us.
People are responding, and a grassroots movement is growing. Dirk's dream of revolution may finally come true. What should we do about the Founder's Orb? We'll probably run into the Royal Guards again the moment we leave this place. No, we can't stay here forever, so we'll have to think of something. I've got it. Why don't you hold on to it, Dats? It should be safe here, right?
You can count on me. I'll get it back to you in time for tomorrow's trial at the Hall of Justice.
Well, that's not going to happen. Oh, no. What now, Apollo? Well, we've got a handle on what happened 23 years ago. Maybe we should pay Dirk a visit. There's something I want to ask him. I'll join you. I want to talk to him before tomorrow's trial.
Maybe I should wait here then. We'll attract undue attention if we go in too large of a group.
Alright, we'll call it an episode there. We'll maybe finish the investigation in the next episode, or at least get to the courtroom. That'd be neat. Got some good story bits there though. That was neat. Yeah, I'm having a good time with this. Like I said, like the investigation part, I like the court more, but this has been good. This has been good, especially bringing all the characters together. That's gonna do it for me. As always, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.